Time for my daily rapid game on chess.com, my daily 30-minute game, after which I have a blitz tournament. Ooh, the Caro-Kann. Well, I just learned a cool variation of the Caro-Kann, so let me try it out. See if this guy falls for it. I'm spending a little bit of time to pretend like I'm thinking about stuff. But I think this is called like the 4 knights trap, 2 knights attack. And most people take. Okay, well, immediately I'm out of books, so we'll have a real game. So I guess what I'll do is I will pressure his bishop. With h3. h3, if he takes, I take h3. I'll play h3 if he takes, or h3 if he takes, I take, he takes, I take. And we have 2 pieces developed, although one of them is the queen. Okay. And then obviously if he takes, I take. If he takes, I take. So I think that's fine. If he backs up, I give him a little nudge. Okay, I'll capture with a queen. If I'm not mistaken, capture, 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 does that work? No checks. I don't see any checks. This I take. Or no, I take like this with check. He develops a knight. Where can that knight go? I'm definitely going to grab the pawn. I don't see a reason not to. I'm not too far behind in the development. It will help his knight to come out here. But pawn's a pawn. Okay, so now we develop normally. He's got a bit of an isolated pawn here, which we are controlling the pawn, the pawn in the center, or the field before the pawn. But he is controlling it too. So I guess my first thought is to get the bishop out and then play d6 and then focus on this pawn. Does he have any checks? He's got no captures. Oh, and by the way, we're also pressuring f7 a little bit here, which we can then potentially play. After we play bishop c4, we can potentially play knight here, or even knight here. can't play with this. Play g4, yeah. Bishop here, no captures. He can attack my bishop. Guess we can come back here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then here, here doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. Yeah, bishop here is good. Next up, my candidate moves are d6, which might lead to the loss of my bishop. Castles. D6 castles, and what else? Some sort of g4, but I don't know, that's a little too ambitious. I'm expecting bishop e7, or actually bishop c5. You know, I could have played bishop b5 and then played bishop takes, c takes. He can block with the knight, okay. So I'm not winning material there. But I'm up a pawn, so that's good. One idea is a4. Gain space on the queen side and create escape square for my bishop, which I really like on this diagonal. And that pawn is protected by this knight. One idea for him is to go play here. Okay, is he setting up some sort of a tactic? I guess he's protecting f7, and then he is setting up a tactic to attack c6, but that's a really one-move tactical threat. So maybe we should just play against this pawn. It's not a one-move tactical threat because he can play this and then this. So how do we, is there a way for us to prevent him from coming to this square? I know what he's doing next. He's going to go like this and tempo the queen. That's pretty smart. So here, he goes knight d4. We have to move the queen here. Or, yeah, that's the only place we can move the queen. He might go like this. And, yeah. What we could do is we could play knight b5 ourselves. That looks pretty good. Knight b5, he counters, then, you know, that wins us a piece, that wins us a queen. So knight b5, where does the queen go? In order to maintain that threat, he might go back. Knight b5, queen goes back, so he maintains that threat. And then we could play c6, so the knight doesn't come here. I like it. I like that plan a lot. Knight b5, queen goes back, c6. Knight b5 captures. He's got this move, which we answer very easily. Since, okay, he's got this move. Again, wins us a queen. He doesn't have a lot of, this is a very forcing move that we're making. Doesn't have a lot of checks, captures. Yeah, this is pretty good. The only thing I gotta check for is checks. And I don't see any checks right now. Although after, yeah, this is good. I guess to go through the rest of the variation here, knight here, well, we just capture the knight, but then he takes my bishop. But then I capture this pawn. I get n plus we can tempo him like this, and then that lets out our bishop. Of course, my knight doesn't have any good squares to come back to, so that's a bit of a problem. I'll have to come back to h3 if he plays a6 on the next move after he backs up the queen. I'm still thinking I'm going to play a6. So I'm expecting queen back to c8. Okay. So he's still threatening this, but I just take. He wants to maintain contact with this thing. So he still wants to play here, but then we just go like this. He goes here. I guess we have the awkward move here. Okay, so if he comes here, he's attacking this knight, but I can just back it up like this. This is getting really tactical. Let's see, but I have 22 minutes, so there's time to figure this out. So, I'm thinking of castling. Knight d5, knight d4, attacking the queen. Knight takes d4. So all good there. Castle. Knight b5. Castle, knight b5. Well, I don't think I'm too scared of that, because castle, knight b5. He's not threatening this anymore. He's not threatening my bishop because he's protected. So here takes. I'm happy with that. His king is still in the center. He can play this. We back up to e7. This. Okay, he's threatening this pawn. Back up to e6. No problem there. Yeah, okay, he moves here, attacking this pawn. I'll just move the pawn. If knight lands here, okay, we'll move the rook. Big whoop. Yeah, so I think I castle. Captures. I don't see any captures. Checks. I don't see any checks. Knight can't come here anywhere here. This knight can come, but we takes. He definitely has an isolated pawn there. Yeah, I think I just castle. A6, I forgot to calculate that. A6, knight goes back to c6. We can put the knight here, or the no, we can't. This is an idea, because takes, we go here. Here, takes, check. Well, rook e1 is just is good. Okay, weird move. I don't have to take. I can play rook e1. It's not legally allowed to take that pawn. And it's a good developing move for me. Rook e1, no captures. His pawn is weak. Maybe rook e1 and knight goes back to c6 to try to attack it. I like rook e1. And the next move, I'll like d3 if he doesn't do anything about this pin. Expecting bishop b7. Because that's a tempo move. Bishop b7, queen g3. Bishop b7, queen g3, knight h5. Or bishop b7, queen b3. That looks juicy. Of course, it's not really threatening anything quite yet. No, queen b3 is great. Queen b3 is great. Although, okay, we can give a check here. Let's evaluate that. Check, knight takes. Queen takes check. Bishop b7. I don't see a win. Check, knight takes. Well, I think it just makes logical sense to go back to c6. Because now that pawn is under tremendous pressure and there's no way to defend it one more time. So I'll go up 2 pawns. I don't think there's much to think about here. I did evaluate this line really quickly. Takes, check. Bishop e7. And even though we got this pressure on f7, well, bishop takes f7, king takes f7. I just don't have enough pieces of it. I would have already sacked an exchange in a piece. So basically a full rook. And my other pieces are not developed. So this looks simple. He's got no captures. He's got no checks. He can tempo my queen, but I can take... No, he can't even take... Okay, what if he tempos here now? So knight goes back. Queen tempo. Knight goes back. Knight here. Okay, now he's threatening this. Yeah, so knight goes back. Knight tempo. Okay, what about... I go back with my knight to here. Bishop takes. I go back with my knight. I go back with my knight here. Bishop takes, b takes, knight comes here. Queen defends everything. and still pressures on f7. I kind of like that. Let him give up another bishop, because this game's getting open, and it's good to have bishops in the open game. So yeah, so I'm afraid of... This looks good. Knight drops in here. We could play check, takes, check, bishop here. At that point, right here, knight tempo, check, takes, check. Then knight can drop back. Bishop covers up. I'm not convinced by that. If I just drop back here, which is what I would love to do, this is the threat. And I guess we can play queen d3, but we're not attacking. Yeah, queen d3. Attacking the knight. He can't play here because I take it. Defends the bishop. The knight is still pinned. If he unpins, then we take the pawn. I like that. So I feel like, okay, so one capture, no checks. Yeah, I feel like going back here. So knight d5, queen d3, knight d4, queen d3. What if he plays bishop e7 first? Bishop e7. What is that? What is that? Oh, he's tempoing the bishop. Oh, there's a crazy tactic here. Takes. Oh no, the queen takes. Okay. What about this? Takes. Whew! There is a crazy good tactic here. Takes, mate. Whew. Not mate, but okay, king goes here. Doesn't quite work, does it? Takes, check. King goes here. I think that's worth the compensation. I think that's worth sacking in exchange for. Oh, then the bishop goes here. We're threatening this. I think that's worth sacking for. It's a lot of fun too. So check, takes, check. King d8, only move. Okay, so we win 2 pawns for a rook, right? No, we just straight up give up the rook. and then he's aiming at here. Oh, that's scary. Check, takes, checkmate, check. King d8. And I don't have any more checks. I've got this. Oh man, that's so good. Here, takes, check, winning the queen. Here, bishop takes, forking the queen. I like it. Okay, time's a bit of an issue, but 10 minutes should be enough if I have a sizable advantage. Right now I have a 2-pawn advantage and I have 2 bishops. And some sort of threats, and his king is stuck in the center, and my king is not. Threatening a double check. He's got to find some really accurate move here in order not to get completely messed up. Basically, his queen has to go somewhere where my knight can't attack it, which means it's got to go to the opposite color square. No, I mean the opposite color square. So it can't go to light square. So I'm thinking something like queen b6. But then we have a free knight, right? We have a free knight. Yeah, that king does not look good there. So what if I just mess up his pawns and then protect everything? Could also give a check. What does he do about this check? I also have this pawn that I can grab. Yeah, I like grabbing the pawn and then giving this check. I can also protect everything and develop. This protects and develops. So he's welcome to trade. This pawn is not going anywhere. Can he defend it? I don't think so. I like d6. Might come in here still. I just back it up. This defends, takes though. This defends, takes with the rook, tempos the, yeah, I like that. Okay, d6, captures, he's got 2 captures. Takes, queen takes. I'm happy with the queen trade. I'm up a million materials. I like this move. Like this because it also threatens this development move, which is great for some sort of a king attack. I like this move. If he puts his bishop out here, I'm taking it. If he puts his bishop out here, I'm doing that. In fact, that is a great move. Maybe that should have been the move. But of course I needed to defend my bishop. Actually, yeah, I have a really good intermediate move. No matter if he threatens something like this, I have a good intermediate move. What if the knight comes here though? That's a little bit ugly for me. I always have a check. I can get my queen out of dodge. Yeah, that's what I was thinking he would do. Alright, where are these knights going? Can they create any havoc? They're all both pointing here. I guess he can sack one of them. But once I get my queen out here, yeah, the queen's pressure is gone. Okay, he's got this pawn. But guess what? His king is not safe. Not to mention I could do this. Yeah, no, I would love for him to grab this pawn. Come on. So check here. Can he block and threaten my queen at the same time? I don't think so. Okay, my pieces are so much more active. It's not even funny. Just no blunders, no blunders. We're very close to completing our development, and this king is unsafe. Queen has to stay in contact with this, otherwise he's losing material. So this obviously can't go. It's not easy to stay in contact with that bishop. Yeah, I'm thinking this next. Grab the pawn. We go here. It should be pretty much game over pretty soon. I'm afraid of some checks though, but right now I have everything covered, I think. Grab the pawn, we go here, then this bishop can take with devastating effect. You can even take, offering a queen trade. I'd rather take the free piece. Thank you very much. No checks. Well, this is a check, so am I walking into something? I don't think so. Okay. Well, I'm not going to go here. So I think that drops material for me. I think I'm going to keep things safe. Alright, key here now is to simplify. So I'm just going to take that bishop. Let's go. I'm up material and a couple of pawns. I should win this game. End game. He's got to take, otherwise I get discoveries. Oh, and I have this at the end. Oh my god. This is a blowout. Nice. Beautiful game. At 92% accuracy. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Alright, I'm 2.5 up. Well, I guess it's because I have a free pawn, right? Oh, he doesn't want me to take that? Why not? I guess it develops his knight. Okay, so what lines was I thinking about here? D3. Okay, I'm afraid of D3 this. What am I supposed to do here? Queen D1. Simple, effective. Okay. So how did it go? Okay, he did this. I did castle. He pushed. I played rook E1. He doesn't like rook E1. Okay. What else could I have done? Queen G3. Queen G3 to threaten. That's a pretty good idea. Queen G3 to really put some threats here. I guess he then plays this though. What about that? What about this? Oh, I just take the bishop? Yeah, I win material there. Okay. Knight H5. Knight H5 to tempo the queen. Queen G5. Queen H4. What about queen here? Rook C8. Okay, yeah, so he protects everything. That's not a great line. Okay. I played knight C3 back. Queen here. Knight takes C4 is the move, because if he does this, then we win the queen. Because the king has to move, and it's a double check. Can't take with this, because it's double check. And a discover check. Okay, here, obviously if this, then this picks up the queen. That's the line I was looking at. Okay. Good developing move. Free material. Oh, it even says queen takes. Knight takes looks better though. And the best move in the position is bishop f4. Okay. I just have overwhelming material advantage. Good, good, good. Now I just want to go back for the YouTube video viewers out there. So the line, that's a kind of a trappy line in the Caro-Kann that I just learned, goes like this. D takes e4, knight takes e4, and then often players at my level play bishop bishop f5, knight g3 to tempo the bishop. Bishop steps back to g6. We play h4, threatening to trap the bishop because all these squares are controlled. Black plays h6 to give space for the bishop to retreat, and then knight e5, threatening the bishop again. Black really wants to keep his light square bishop, so he retreats. And this is, again, this is a really common line on Lee chess, shown to me by somebody on Mark Esserman's channel. And look, we already have this such nice development here. But next we have a queen h5, obviously threatening mate in 1. And black defends with g6. But then there's this beautiful developing move with a threat. Bishop c4. If takes, this is mate. Because, you know, knight is controlling the only other escape square that the king has. So usually e6 is the move here. And then, well, then queen retreats to e2. And there's a bunch of moves here. Only queen e7 holds things together. You have to keep sight of the f7 square, which a lot of players at my level forget. So a lot of players play knight d7, or I don't know, or bishop g7, supernatural move, right? Attack, you're thinking you're developing with tempo, but look at the eval bar, and the eval bar is high because of this. Knight takes f7. If you don't take, we take the rook, and we're up a rook. Oh look, it's considered brilliant by chess.com. But if you do take, guess what? Queen takes e6, only move, and checkmate. So that's the beautiful trap that I've been learning, and I'm really hoping I have a blitz tournament today at my club, which is Bushwick Chess in New York City, and hoping I can apply this against some Caro-Kann players. But I liked my game overall with this 4 knights attack, even without the trap. So when opening has a trap in it, but also it's objectively not a bad opening, that's really cool. So I might adopt this as my Caro-Kann weapon. Like, look at this. White still has a good advantage here, you know, even though White has almost a +1 advantage here. Yeah, good stuff. All right.